All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, from the very beginning of this administration, there was never a single sign that better days lied ahead. From TINUBU's utterances on May 29 to the caliber of people he began to surround himself with, we knew we were absolutely right when we said nothing good could come out of his administration. Now, seeing that the economy is close to total collapse, with the CBN not being able to totally clear backlogs of foreign exchange, even with the naira at 1,451 to a dollar, TINUBU and his cabinet have resorted to blaming Buhari again. They said this massive failure of TINUBU is caused by the economy he inherited from Buhari, and Nigerians, mainly Yorubas, turned up and began to blast them for such shameless utterance. Before I show you what TINUBU's cabinet members said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that echoes the solutions that His Excellency Peter Obi proffered to ending insecurity in the long term in Nigeria. It has now come to a point where every expert that is speaking on air on any problem in Nigeria echoes all the solutions that His Excellency Peter Obi put forward during the campaigns and even this present moment. See this video.
Look at what are the underlying issues that is producing this bandit. Let me tell you, Ruben, we are deceiving ourselves. Even on the street of Abuja, you are already grooming bandits. You see kids of 5 years, 7 years, leaving his parents, roaming around on the streets in Lagos, in Kano, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, everywhere, day and night. No parental care, nobody, government is, of course, government, it doesn't care about anybody. Otherwise, if it was before, government would have moved to make sure that those children are safe and protected and taken out of the street so that bandits will not recruit them, Boko Haram will not recruit them, criminals will not recruit them. We are wasting our time. We are living on a time bomb because these boys that you abandon, because you have cornered all the public resources, you have stolen so much that you don't care. It is you and their children will be using the money to take drugs. So when you die, they will be taking drugs, and that is the reward of you stealing public funds. I am saying that if you have opportunity to help fix these children and to also regulate how parents actually send out their kids, you have that responsibility. I don't see local government chairmen in Nigeria doing that. I don't see governors doing that. And of course, this is supposed to be a state and state and local government responsibility. But they abandoned that. Now we are complaining about bandits, we are complaining about criminals. When you know that you are living with this, you are grooming them. Nobody is showing them love. Nobody is showing them care. Nobody is taking them to school. And then you expect them to be responsible, to be reasonable. No, we are deceiving ourselves.
You heard that. Those are exactly the words of Obi. We have a government that doesn't care about its young population. UNESCO said we had about 22 million out of school children in 2022. And in 2023, TINUBU made it worse by removing subsidy on education. How can you remove subsidy when the world is already complaining about the number of out-of-school children you have? And according to Peter Obi, when you keep children out of school unengaged, it is similar to breeding criminals. And that is exactly what this man is saying. May God give Nigerians the understanding and the courage to do what it takes to get themselves the right leader. Now, let us look at how TINUBU's cabinet member blamed Buhari for TINUBU's failure. Look at how the papers reported it. TINUBU having sleepless nights over very bad economy inherited from Buhari, David Umahi. Minister of Works David Umahi says TINUBU has sleepless nights over the very bad economy he inherited from his predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari. Mr. Umahi, who spoke while inspecting some projects in Aba, Abia State on Saturday, urged citizens to support Mr. TINUBU's government. The citizens of this country will need to do their bit, while leadership also does its bit. That is the only way it will work, Mr. Umahi said. While the president is passing through sleepless nights on how to solve the problems of a very bad inherited economy, Nigerians should support him and also support themselves. Mr. Umahi becomes the second person in Mr. Tinubu's cabinet to berate Mr. Buhari's administration for having the economy in a very bad shape. In November 2023, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu lamented that the Tinubu-led government inherited a difficult situation, literally a bankrupt country, no money. Now, I want us to see how Nigerians reacted to these utterances coming out of Tinubu's cabinet. There were hundreds of comments under that tweet as at the time I found it, but I made sure that 99% of the comments I picked came from the Yorubas and just one from a northerner. I did it for a reason. See the comments. This tweet by Omoya teacher says, does he not envisage the type of mess he was plying himself into when he was shouting Emilokan? Sleepless nights or whatever. He should stop this inessential complaint, sit up and get the job done. Bye-bye Emilokan. Ha ha ha. And Oluwafemi here replied, he said, master strategist in the mud. And this tweet here by Princess Modupe says, shake my head, always blaming the last government. If you can't do your job, get out of there, just resign. And this tweet by Kunle says, Kodeni soon, meaning, and you will not sleep that sleep. He will never sleep for causing us these pains in 8 months. Oh! And this tweet by Oluwafemi says, he said we should not pity him. I don't care if he has high blood pressure. He said it is his turn and he should build Nigeria the way he supposedly built Lagos. And this tweet by Saliu Ayomide says, sleepless night in France. Oh, my brother. And Bolahon here says, what a lame excuse. Is Tinubu government not an offshoot of the APC-led government? Top. If you ask me, who I go ask? And Madi Shehu here says, this is an absolute and deliberate lie. He was fully aware of the Buhari disaster, failure and calamity, but was so desperate to preside over Nigeria for altogether selfish reasons. He must carry his cross and eventually get hanged on it. And Abubakar Sada replied saying, bitter truth. You heard that? Now, 99% of the comments I used there came from Yorubas, and I did that for 2 reasons. Number 1 reason is just to reiterate that we are in this together. Hardship knows no ethnic divide. And the second reason is just to prove that the tribal sentiment that APC rode on has lost its grip, and those still in that tribal camp should quit today. And in other news, His Excellency Peter Obi was in Oyo State, Ibadan today, to commiserate with the governor, the people, over the bomb blast that, occurred in the state. And the governor, Seyi Makinde, was surprised that, oh, his gestures are genuine. He wasn't just doing it because of the campaigns. He's still going around Nigeria, making sure that, he plays the role of a genuine leader. And Seyi Makinde said, even Atiku, who is the leader of PDP, has not even called him to say anything about the bomb blast. And I'm not surprised. These are people that only make themselves available during elections. Tinubu does not even remember that there was a bomb blast in Ibadan. And that's how it is. We humans cannot pretend for too long or pretend forever. It is now clear the man that has a heart for the people and the ones who are just there for themselves. And in other news, as I speak to you, the Naira is about 1,500 to $1, and the CBN Governor Cardoso, as well as other members of the economic team, are as confused as the average Nigerian. As soon as the CBN saw that the Naira was somersaulting, they quickly released $500 million to clear verified foreign exchange backlog. Now, this is done to reduce dollar scarcity and improve the Naira against dollar rates. But the scary thing here is this. Few months ago, we were carrying out this same activity using billions of dollars, 6 billion, even 10.4 billion at a point. But here we are today using $500 million. The CBN couldn't even raise up to $1 billion to clear backlogs. Ladies and gentlemen, these men have sucked us dry. CBN can't raise even up to $1 billion to back up Naira, with the Naira at its worst in the history of our nation. This is where we are. Anyway, I am not surprised. No reasonable adults in this country should be. I knew it was going to be like this because everything APC touches, they destroy. Look at how they have scattered ECOWAS. Look at the number of IDP camps in Nigeria. Families, marriages shattered. Because we never knew anything like IDP camp in this country before the APC was formed. We never knew anything like that level of terrorism before these guys brought Boko Haram upon us. And this is how they will continue to drag this country in the mud. This is how Nigerians will continue to suffer with every single day that APC spends in power. That freedom will never come until Nigerians unite and kick them out. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So, don't go away. Don't go.